Okay, hello people of my channel, really. Well, anyway, the reason I'm not going to show you my face is because this is a video of me just showing you stuff. Wow, amazing, I know. Well, anyway, well, you're not dumb, you can read, obviously. Well, I want to be playing one of my most favorite games ever, Dragon Ball Z Ultimate Tenkaichi. And you guys say, oh no, I know that game's bad, but I am a Dragon Ball Z fan, of course. So I just thought to talk about, my channel and everything. I'm doing one of my favorite things in the world. Just playing this game. Oh yeah, the reason I have it like this, I was playing with another YouTuber, one of my friends earlier. Once I learn his name, you guys can go subscribe to his channel. Let me just get the options here. Oh yeah, and for this, you can expect some animation. Just don't expect, like tons of it. Like some people, like Peanut Butter Gamer, I actually got a month from him that I'm probably gonna do. Like every Dragon Ball Z game now, for some reason, like 2 come out in early 2015. I got DBZ Battle Z for my birthday, and I was, oh wait, wrong mode. Sorry, I'm just kinda used to training. But for him, like, oh, I could do it on January because that's when it mostly comes out, but, my birthday's in February and it's close enough, so I kind of thought, just maybe I could, have a month inspired to Dragon Ball Z on February. Well, because I can, that is. That, and, let's fight some of the most classic villains ever. Like, we could go Cell, Wooly, but let's go classic. Let's go classic. Let's go mainstream. But anyway, it's Dragon Ball Z month in February, and I got that from Peanut Butter Gamer. Hopefully you can hear me. So I can make this, yeah, like that. So, January in favor of my 2 friends on their birthday, and the fact that one of them's also a Dragon Ball Z fan, but more of Attack on the Titan. But, yeah. So, I was thinking, maybe I could do another month for them. And since they're not the brightest, but they're not the dumbest, they're kind of smart, but they're kind of like me, like my brain. Like, just get my brain and everything. It only works when it wants to. Or when it, like, sometimes just does. But anyway, I thought since of this, like that, I just actually came up with that right now. But I was thinking maybe I could do another month, a month that I've always wanted to do, like a theory month. Like I was thinking, yeah, a theory month, that'd be great. I mean, seriously. Edwin's Doug Capricorn, of course. That is actually my first video. That is my first video I've ever been in with a YouTuber. Actually, that'd be a lie. I don't like lying, of course. Because the first video I was ever in is actually from one of my friends named Brian. Bob has Iceman. Everything. But, yeah. You never saw me, really. So, it was the first video I'm in, but not the first one saw me. So that's why I'm sitting here, beating up Frieza. Like, I'm literally paying attention to the camera to play the game. It's kind of weird and everything, but still. I was thinking, maybe I could have 2 channels. A Gmod channel, don't expect it to come out soon, because I need a better camera. And, this channel, like a gaming channel, where you can talk about games, and maybe, yeah, game theories, and just some theories and everything. And everything, good and yeah, stuff like that. Sorry, you can't really see the characters, but, But there is one thing I would like to say. And it's this. Positively for a fact. I'm probably gonna use this character that I've always wanted to use for my model on my Garry's Mod thing. And it is Garrus Vakarian from Mass Effect. My best friend Dylan could be Commander Shepard, and it's actually something from one thing called Elliot Goes to School. I'm thinking of using his main model, maybe for my friend Jesse. We can go and do crazy adventures and stuff, and all that, so, yeah. You know, maybe we could just yet do that. And I'm just waiting for the explosion here. Sorry it's so light, but still. And pretty much that's all I really have to say. I mean, I could still wait a few minutes. This is probably going to be one of the most boring and lame videos out there in my entire series. Don't expect much, because I'm only starting out. And just like all my other friends, if I even make it to 50 subscribers, I will be impressed. And I will thank you guys for all my hard work. Well, no, your hard work, really. I mean, you gotta press a button. All I gotta do is play a few games and talk about stuff. So, now let's do. No, I'm actually probably gonna play as one of my favorite characters. Well, not Broly, but he is my favorite character. I said one of them, but not my favorite. I'm actually gonna play as Bardock. You know, thinking that he's kind of cool and everything. You know, like that jazz, and no, Frieza again. Let's actually fight someone he can defeat. Yeah, let's go with Queen. Cause I don't know if he's born yet, cause he might be the same age as Vegeta, but I honestly don't care. And actually, let's go to Bardock music. Let's go to space. You know, cause that. Fought in space, and plus Bardock and stuff. And I'll be right back. Gotta go let my best friend out, which is a dog. You don't think it's sad, but I have one.
I'll let him in. Just let him in.
Well, apparently my mother let him in, so I'm still sitting here talking about my boring channel that nobody will probably ever watch. People are gonna say, oh no, give yourself some more credit, but, you know, then yet again, I'm only starting out, so I can't really get that much credit. And it's kind of true. I mean, you can't get that much credit for just having one opening video, but if you made like 100 videos and everything, you can get a pat on the back. Oh yeah, I know a lot of these styles of these people. Like Vegeta will always be white, even if he's buff. For some reason, buff people, along with Gotenks, because he's small, well, most of the time, well, maybe not Gotenks, his is switcheroo, but most of the time, if they're a heavy type, they'll always be doing X's, and any other type will most likely be doing Y's. Y's and X's. Well, the reason I say Y's and X's is because that's the button for Xbox that you have to use to hit them. And that's, yeah, we still have some time left. And I wanted to bring up a theory that I've always thought was very interesting. For what reason? Why do people think that, you know, oh look, Half Saiyans, Saiyans, you know, they're all the same pretty much, you know, like one's smarter, one's stronger, but Saiyans are more of the dominant race. They have a superb sense of fighting, but humans, and with anything else, for some reason, they'll, you know, they don't care about fair play really sometimes. They'll just do whatever it takes to win, and that's some aspect about them that can make them win. But there's also something about that can make them lose. It's more likely a win thing, but then yet again throughout Dragon Ball Z we've seen a ton of stuff that has been pointing that thing south. Well, or should I say south, God. Now only if I get it. No, I'm actually gonna do what I just thought. Then yet again, I can remember in the movies, for some reason, you know, of King Kai saying that Broly was destroying the South Quadrant, now he's heading for the North. And for some reason, the storyline is just yet great. Out of all planets, they could have ended up with any Saiyan. And he seems to be the powerfulest from the people he met on Earth and he got to meet in the afterlife. You know, like, oh, it sounds so convenient, but the weird thing is, it's less convenient than more other things in anime. People say, oh, if you like anime, why do you like Dragon Ball Z? That's like saying, why do you like people if you like your elders? Seriously. It's old, it's good, it's classic. I mean, it's not mainly about boobs. Well, at least that. Plus, I don't think they'll like it from the destructive force and the overpoweredness of it. But then yet again, it's one of the only competing shows that can stand up to Superman and probably have a chance to win if someone did the fusion. Like if Goku and Vegeta did the Portal fusion, went up against Superman, well in Super Saiyan, they would probably win. Because we all saw that fight. I mean, times that, like how Goten and Trunks went to go beat, you know, like Boo, and they actually almost defeated him. You know, do that, and you know, you got yourself a hug combo. You said he's more powerful than the regular fusion, and I find that would be hard to kill, especially for Superman and how they fought in Death Battle. I mean, Superman would probably be losing by that point. If Vegeta was almost beat, it'd get serious and probably have to blow him up. I mean, come on, guys. No matter how strong Superman gets, he could not take Vegeta. Unless you count that one from the Buu Saga. But if he was, you know, from the newer one, you know, from Death Battle, him and Vegeta, they just did the Portal fusion, or maybe even fused. Within enough time, Superman would be dead. I mean, think of the two most strongest characters in anime coming together after a long while, just to become this, stronger than Vegeta. All they would have to do is wait 13 minutes. But even more deadly, well, nothing more deadly than that. I mean, imagine these two. It'd be hard, but he may be stronger, but imagine if they could do that. But they did a Vegeta transformation, then went Super Saiyan 4. Superman would have to be done for, cause it's not like the fusion where you have time versus your energy or anything. It's more of, you know, the energy that you have remaining, cause it's two people, one body, and two souls. Well, maybe not two souls. One body, one person, one soul is, you know, the regular fusion, you know, the fusion dance. But then, you know, some number, skirts number, and everything. So that would pretty much X out anything of, oh, that wouldn't last long enough, because it'll probably last longer, they'll probably last as much as a normal Saiyan. It wouldn't be like Vegeta, like they unfuse because of what power they're fusing. Okay. Obviously, Janemba is obviously, Super Janemba is obviously stronger than Super Buu. Because it took the fusion of Goku and Vegeta to defeat him within a few shots and everything. So if they went normal, it still would have defeated him, because, you know, they could hold their own against normally, and Goten and Trunks with their fusion power, they went up from being able to die from one ki blast from him to be able to match him almost to the death. So that X out any chance of him being stronger. You think, oh, what about Kid Buu? He is actually weaker. Because unless they somehow gain power from Vegito, I don't find any possibility of them being stronger within that amount of time without doing, forget what it's called, Zen something. Unless they were put to near death and healed, or they somehow got a major power boost out of nowhere. So, with another video I've heard, it said, you know, the Supreme Kai, or when they could, you know, those two fusions when they were and like that. He said Majin Kid Buu was the most dangerous, not the most powerful. and doing so, that would make that and stuff. I forgot my theory, but still, I'm still expending power levels technically. But that would X out any chance of him being stronger. Maybe a fusion with Gohan, because it took both of them to do Portal Fusion. But then yet again, you know, then he would be stronger. But that's more of a Cell thing. Like, if you don't, like, if you said, oh, no absorptions and everything, then yeah, I'd be like, oh, well, that X out any chance of Buu being ever powerful than him. I mean, even Majin Buu, you know, the fat one, even with him, he never did much training. He just fought. Like, literally, that's all he did. And then once he met Hercule, that's all he seemed to do. Fight. So if anybody says this, oh, he fought, oh, he could probably kill me now. But the possibility of him ever being here is so slim, any chance. I mean, seriously, think about the possibilities. He would not happen to end up in the underworld, and plus, if he was, Buu would not be alive, because unless he traveled here. And plus, we all know that would have been a smart idea for him in the beginning, but, you know, the only way for him to possibly ever die is if you fully destroy him. And the possibility of him actually being able to come here and actually just yet not be a soul like Frieza and Cell is very slim. And everything. So, you know, that X's out the chance of him actually being in the underworld. But then yet again, he would go to heaven. And before he would ever learn to get hit by that again, he'd probably be way too smart. Because of one thing. I mean, it happened once, and if you have Saiyan DNA in you, you're probably gonna know to, you know, dodge that. You know, and I'm actually gonna watch him. So, let's do this. Oh yeah, my theory about Half Saiyans being stronger, they're not stronger, they're just smarter. And, like, another one, it's not like, oh, they're smarter, so I guess they win. No. Because the anger is also something that makes them win. Like Gohan, the only way that would ever happen to Goku is one of his friends died, and, you know, or his wife or son. But even then, he couldn't defeat Cell. But, you know, Gohan and Vegeta learned how to get a human-ish out. And so that means, you know, the possibility of them getting angry at the actual human is so slim. And that's why they're also considered more powerful. But, you still got complainers, oh wait, but they have good heart and responsibility. Well, to answer that, so does Goku and Vegeta, and they're full-blooded Saiyans. They got married and have babies. And if you don't consider GT canon, I think, is that how you do it? Or if you don't think of it as filler, you think it as an actual story, like I do, he technically has 2 children. And then that would excel. But anyway, it's kind of like this. For any chance there is out there, I don't think that we ever be stronger because of one man. Yes, this thing. I mean, think about it. He has much more anger than any other human Saiyan would ever have. Plus, he's a brutal destructor, and he destroys anything in his path. He's not that bright. Well, actually, he kind of is when it comes to destroying things and destructing things and all that. But then yet again, it's very unlikely for, you know, him to be more powerful and everything because of Broly. That executes one of my theories off my list. And if you still got some complaints, just go to the comment section and type in. Maybe I was fine, maybe I won't. You know, something I'm going to end this, but I'm not. I'm going to end it with one thing. Who do you think is stronger? Now I got to say, guys, it's good night, goodbye, and good luck, and don't forget to comment.